did capture that 12-1. Let's get it, guys. Let's get some hype in the chat. Whew. Glad to win that game. Hey, what's up, guys? It's SirTagCR, and today we're back at it again with this bait overload deck. We end up having so much bait. We have the bats, we have minion horde, we have spear goblins, and goblin gang. And of course, we have the Sparky for more zap bait. This deck is pretty different than most Sparky decks, because usually what you see is a goblin giant or a giant and a Sparky, but this time we also have the miner for all the bait as well. So if they zap your minion horde, or if they zap the goblin gang, you're still going to have remnants of that, and then you can tank for it with the miner, getting even more chip damage. I love this deck for 12 wins. We just got one, and I can't praise this deck enough. So check it out. It's super easy to play. And let me know how it ends up working for you down below in the comments section. All right, guys. We got a game against James from Justice League. We're going to be saucing out of good luck here. I'm going to go in for Spear Goblins off to the side. We're going to see if we can accumulate any damage on him. See what's up. See what's good. We see Ice Spirit and we see Skeletons. This is looking like it's going to be 2.6 Hog Rider probably. Might be 2.9 Expo, but that's such a dead archetype right now. I was expecting 2.6 instead, and we got it. So he's probably going to Musketeer. He could also Fireball. I don't really want to go in for a Miner if he's going to Fireball us, so I'm not going to do it. There's the Muskie. All right, so he's going to go for Ice Golem. He's also going to go for Musketeer. It's a lot of Elixir that he just spent, so I'm okay with that. It's a 6 Elixir investment to kill the Minion Horde. I can go Goblin Giant to tank, and it's also going to do damage to the Musketeer. So in this situation, it'll be definitely pretty difficult for him to deal with the Bats, plus Miner, and Goblin Giant coming at him. The Bats should go straight towards. He's going to end up going for an Ice Spear, but he's splitting everything up. The Bats might get on top of the tower. No, he's going to go in for a Musketeer here and a Log. That's a ton of Elixir this man just casted, so that's brilliant for us. Going in for the Bats off to the side, make sure that he has to spend so much more Elixir, because the Bats going straight towards the tower demand a huge threat. Huge response from him, because obviously the Musketeer or Fireball are the only ways of immediately wiping it out, and Ice Spirit you have to really make sure that you end up hitting all of them, which he wasn't able to. It's not easy to do that. So I'm assuming that he's probably going to go in for a Hog Rider soon, so I went in for the Sparky. If he goes opposite lane, I can just go for Bats. And then I kind of want to go for a Miner. He's going to go for a Fireball on that? This guy's a mad lad. He's an absolute mad lad. That is so much Elixir that he just spent there. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Giant. I think we probably win the game now. I don't think you can realistically ever do that. Maybe he wants to, but I'm not a huge believer in that, brother. I'm going to go Spear Goblin, so we're going to be able to finish that off, that one Skeleton, and then we're going to get a Sparky hit, I believe. Not quite, but it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go in for a ton of Spear Goblins. The Spear Goblin Horde, the Stevens, are accumulating damage rapidly on that tower. Since he does not have Log anymore, I'm very comfortable with just defending with Goblin Gang. There's nothing he can do about it. So he's going to go in for the Hog Rider, get shut down. He is so many cards away from the Log because he just casted it. There's no way for him to end up killing that. In fact, I feel like I can probably go in for a Bats push here, Goblin Giant off to the side, have the Musketeer target that, and still have our Goblin Giant go on the side that we want to. Everything is working out brilliantly. Look at the Bats on top of the tower. That one Bat, guys. That's why I cycled the Bats on the left-hand side. I knew they were going to accumulate tons of damage. And now I'm going to go for a Sparky on the right in case he wants to go cycle a Hog Rider, and that's exactly what's good. He has no way of stopping that Sparky from killing his Hog Rider, and he is shut down. Damage denied. Dominance asserted. And we might even capture the 3 crown. It's looking... it was looking close for us. It was really looking close. But yeah, it is so hard to manage the Sparky Miner deck when you're running 2.6 because we can just make so much happen. Whenever they spend their Log, they lose to the bait. It's not just the Sparky, it's the bait proponents that are scary too. All right, so we got a game against Claudio, and he is already going in for a pretty adventurous push. Minions and Miner. That's a 6 Elixir investment, and he wasn't at full Elixir, so we're going to try to punish him here. He's going to go in for a Log. He's going to go for a Mega Minion. I want to go for Bats here. And I want to get enough Elixir for a Miner because I don't think he's that much Elixir. I think we're going to be able to overrun him here. If he doesn't have Zap, I don't think he's able to accommodate the Bats. I think the Bats get on top of the tower and we do a ton of damage. He spent too much Elixir early on. And that's the danger of spamming when you're not at full Elixir. This guy's a savage. He tried to rush through the intro or something and just plop down units. But man, thankfully we had answers. It's really, really annoying when you play against someone that spams cards at 6 Elixir and they get away with it, or they do an incredible amount of damage just because you don't have a good card order. So this is what that guy kind of preyed on. I'm sure it's worked out for him before, so that's why he's doing it again. And I'm just so glad that I had a great card order that was able to deal with that and provide decent counter push potential to punish him for his bad play. So this guy's going to go in for a Lava Hound coupled with a Furnace. Don't really know what this is yet, but I know that the Furnace is very scary for this deck. That is one of the things that you do not want to play. One of the things I hate playing against is RG with Furnace. That is the hardest counter to this deck. So just seeing Furnace with Lava Hound is something that I don't want to see either. In fact, I probably want to go in for a Zap on top of everything. He's going to have Log with this deck too. Oh my gosh, dude. You're insane. Thankfully, the Spirit Goblins will be able to finish off all of those Lava Pups. And we were able to defend quite decently. I'm going to go in for a Miner right in front of those Spirit Goblins. And we should be able to take the tower here. I believe maybe he's going to Scar me. He's going to Scar me, right? You're not going to let those Stevens just assert dominance on you like that, are you, sir? Oh, let's go. Miner took out the tower. Miner did a 64 a hit, and there was 64 left on the tower, so that was clean, guys. Our Miner is a mathematician. So this guy's going to be going in for nothing again, all right? I'm just going to go for a Sparky. I'm chilling. I'm vibing here. I especially am worried about the Miner combination, so I don't really want to do too much. I just want to split my bats. I'm thinking that he's probably going to go in for, like, Miner again, or maybe he gave up. I was expecting like a Miner minion, so I was keeping my Goblin Giant, but I think he gave up. I think he knows that this game is over. He done goofed Aaron, so let's just go on to the next one. Let's keep asserting dominance with this deck. Obviously, you have to be on your toes in GCs. You never know when people are going to spam, and this guy, he is living proof that people spam at 6 Elixir, but he's not living anymore. We did assert dominance and took all 3 of his crowns. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Got him, Chief. All right, we're going to kick off the game with a Goblin Gang right in the back. We're going to split it. Don't really know what this guy's got in store for us just yet. Just don't want to give him too much log or zap value. Goes in for the zap regardless. We're going to go Spear Goblins here. Was thinking about going for a Miner, but I was against it. Didn't do it. I didn't want to overcommit. Don't really know what this guy's got. We got Zap and Mega Minion and Miner. Okay. So Zap, Mega Minion, Miner. I think the Goblin Giant does get in front, so we don't really have to respond to that. He's going to end up having a Tombstone as well. He did just use a Zap, so I kind of want to go in for a Miner plus Bats here. Okay, this is really good. I'm just going to wait 3 seconds, and then you go for the Zap. 3 seconds is the most optimal time to deal with an Inferno Tower or Inferno Dragon when you want to reset it. So, what else is this dude going to do? He's just going to go in for another Miner, but he just used a Zap, so he's not going to really accomplish anything. The Inferno Dragon will end up dying. Obviously, the skeletons behind the Ice Golem are a threat, so I actually have to go in for a Goblin Gang here. I think he already used a Zap, so no, he's going to be back to it. He's going to Zap this. That's unfortunate. All those Spear Goblins are just going to die. Is he not going to zap it? I thought for sure he would zap it. He went for Mega Minion. The Mega Minion is just going to die. It's not going to provide any good counter push potential. So we're in a phenomenal situation moving forward in this game. So I really like it. I think that he might go in for a Miner or something. So I was going for the Sparky prediction. I don't know. I thought we were around even Elixir, and I thought I would be able to catch a Miner. Wow. Okay. So this is a little bit scary. He did the optimal placement with Ice Golem. So I actually have to go in for a Minion Horde here, and it's scary because he's going to get a hit. There's nothing I could really do there. But if I dropped the Minion Horde right on top of the Ice Golem, what would have happened there is it would have killed the Ice Golem, and then he would have been able to zap it, and then I would have just lost. I'm going to go zap this, and then the Sparky gets a hit on the tower, and we should be able to take it. Yeah, so just making sure that the Sparky gets optimal hits there is something that's super important for me. I'm going to go in for a Goblin Giant in the left-hand lane, because that's the lane that we need to take his next tower in, and also where he's got all his damage in. So it's pretty convenient that it does 2 things for us here. He's going to go for Inferno Dragon yet again. He's also going to have Mega Minion. I'm going to go for Bats. I'm going to go for a Sparky. I'm not too scared here. He already used his Zap, so this is really good. If we're able to kill the Ice Golem, then the Minion Horde has kind of free reign to kill the balloons, so I'm chilling. I'm going to actually go in for my Minion Horde now. And, oh, he's going to end up having Fireball. For whatever reason, I was not thinking that he would have Fireball, but it's pretty obvious since it is the Pompeo deck. That was a slight misplay on my end, but all I need to do is make sure that we're going to be able to go same lane as him here. He's going to go for a Balloon. This is a little bit scary. I think he could end up taking our tower. There's nothing I can really do in this situation. I just have to sack it, I guess. I'm going to go in for Goblin Gang. I'm going to realize that that tower is pretty much forfeit. I kind of want to go for a Sparky. I want the Tombstone to die. If the Tombstone dies, then we're in a pretty decent situation moving forward. I'm going to go in for a Zap here. Want to get that Sparky hit. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. We're in a pretty bad situation now, guys. Not going to lie. Not gonna lie. That Fireball that he hit on us was pretty amazing. I'm gonna go for another Goblin Giant here. The Tombstone and Inferno Dragon combination is proving to be quite fearsome for us. Alright, so we know he has Fireball, so I can't really do too much. I have to go in for a Goblin Gang because he's not gonna really want to Fireball that, right? I'm gonna go in for Spear Goblins here as well. Try not to leak any Elixir. I'm gonna go for Minion Horde here, and then I'm also gonna go for a Zap. I want to kill that Inferno Dragon. It's not really happening though. I was hoping that we could kill the Inferno Dragon, then go in for Goblin Giant plus Bats in the middle, and then maybe have a couple Spear Goblins still alive. We have 1 alive. That's not enough. I was hoping that we'd have a little bit more than that. Imagine if we had like 2 or 3 spear goblins like on that tower, how much more damage we would have had. We would have gone like 800 or something. I'm gonna go for another goblin giant here, and then I want to go for a Sparky soon. I'm really scared. We know that Inferno Dragon is going to be a mess for us to deal with, and I'm not really looking forward to that. I'm hoping that I can bait out a zap with the spear goblins here, and then I really want to go in for the goblin giant now, bats here, and then I want to retarget with the zap. Hopefully the bats are going to be able to kill the Inferno Dragon. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm going to go in for another miner and a goblin gang. I want to kill that tombstone as soon as possible and get that Sparky on top of the tower. It is really coming down to the wire. We have spear goblins still on the map. The Sparky might get a shot. It is really coming down to the wire. Let's give it to daddy. Oh my gosh, we got it. It is still not over yet. He's saying oops because that was definitely a misplay. I'm going to go for a goblin giant in the middle because it's going to go tank for everything. I don't care. I do not care at all. I'm going to go in for a zap now. Reset. Please give me a hit with the miner. One more hit. Give it to daddy. We do not get it. We need one more zap on the tower. We will win the game. So I'm just going to vigorously cycle everything in the back. The miner is going to come in the safe spot, and then the zap does take it. Does just enough, man. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. Pleasure playing against you. Pretty scary game, back and forth, but we did capture the W. We're going to end up going in for Goblin Gang in the back here. We're going to see what's up. We got a game against Milk. We're going to eat him alive, guys. We're going to see what's up. He's going to go Goblin Gang as well. We definitely want to go zap the majority of those goblins, so we're going to go zap that side. Our one Spear Goblin on the left is also going to get some chip damage here. He's going to go Log, so that means I kind of just want to go in for a Miner and then Bats. He's going to Miner as well, but he's not going to Miner with the Spear Goblin. I don't know if he's going to have an answer to the Bats. I think the Bats get a couple hits. Yeah, it's debatable. I don't think it even got a single hit. That's a rip. So it looks like I'm going to have to let that Princess lock on. No, never mind. I'm going to go Goblin Gang here. What I was going to do is going to let the Princess lock on, and then I was going to end up this guy's potato. This is not a good play, brother. You can't do that. Your Princess is out of cycle. You don't have Fireball in cycle. I'm going to wait for enough Elixir to Minion Horde and Miner. I knew that I could Miner. I knew that I could Minion Horde like when I was at 6 Elixir, but I wanted to wait for enough Elixir for that Miner so I could throw it off in succession, all of it at once, making sure that I could get the most optimal utilization of the Minion Horde, making sure that the Miner could tank for everything there. So yeah, that guy just made a really bad blunder. His Princess was out of cycle, and then he also did not have Fireball because he used it aggressively on me. As a result, I was able to catapult a lot of my Elixir at him and just take the tower. So yeah, knowing when your opponent doesn't have their air answers in cycle means that you can just go in for Miner plus Minion Horde and generally just assert dominance and take their tower. That's one of the better things that I really like doing with this stack. That's what I used to do all the time with 3 Musketeers bait. I would always go in for the Minion Horde Miner when I knew they didn't have cards in cycle to deal with it. So he's going to have Inferno Tower. I'm going to go Bats here. And he's going to go for Princess, so that's pretty well played. I'm not going to lie, that was pretty well played. But I'm going to go for a Zap on top of the Princess. Hopefully the Princess dies to the Goblin Giant. That's what I'm hoping for. I wonder if the Spear Goblins actually reach that far. Doesn't look like it. But Sparky actually got a hit. I wasn't expecting that at all. We'll take that instead, guys. I was so captivated by the Spear Goblins killing the Princess that I didn't even notice how I could kill the tower. You know what, guys? We took the Princess out too. Don't even worry. My wishes and deepest desires were fulfilled, even though it wasn't in the correct order that I wanted. I guess we're just going to take the tower. We're going to assert dominance, and maybe we even get a 3 crown right now. We're going to be 8-0 in a GC, and yeah, I feel like this deck is rather unstoppable. I don't even know. I don't really know what hard counters this besides E-Dragon decks. I feel like it has good matchups in almost everything, and it's just so fun and easy to play. Dang, man. Dominance asserted, taking that 3 crown, easy snag and a half. GG, well played, and peace out, Girl Scout. He's even saying, wow. He's like, dude, I don't even know what happened. I just spilled my milk all over the place. He's just super, super sad, man. All of his crowns are spilled and out of there. So yeah, GG, well played, and peace out, man. All right, so we're going to go Spear Goblins off to the side. We're going to see what's up. This guy's going to go Bar Barrel, and we also see Bats from him. So we see Bar Barrel, Bats. Don't really know what this is because almost everything has that card combination. Since he did go for Bar Barrel, I think I can go for the Goblin Gang right behind the Goblin Giant, and maybe we can accommodate that and apply a lot of aggression. He's going to go Snowball as well. So he just spent a ton of Elixir. He doesn't have much anymore. I kind of want to go for Minion Horde here and test the waters with the Miner. Because he just did use the Snowball. He doesn't have much Elixir because the Lumberjack just dies. Oh, if I had Minored on top of that Musketeer, we'd have been thriving. But guys, Minions are still accommodating in that and doing a ton of damage. I'm going to go for a Zap just to get even more on top of that Musketeer. And we got a lot more damage as a result. Let's go. We'll see if he has Ram Rider with this or what else he has. I need to kill that Musketeer as soon as possible. So it was a little bit scary, but I think he's only get a couple hits. All right, cool. Definitely a little bit sketchy there. I think he has Ram Rider, guys. I think he definitely has Ram Rider with this deck. So I'm going to play a little bit slow now. I'm going to play slow and steady until he overextends. Because he did overextend and then we accomplished a lot of damage. But I don't want to do anything until I see what he's got. We know he's Bar Barrel, so I can go for Goblin Gang, like shallow. And he's not going to be a good situation then if he goes Ram Rider. Because if he Bar Barrel, it's not going to hit anything. Oh, wow. Looks like we're probably going to sack this tower. Like, there's not too much I can do here. Like, we're not going to fully sack it, right? But he's going to get one hit, and that's a lot. Spear Goblins accommodate the Sparky. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get bats here on top of his bats. He has to drop bats, right? That's all he has. He's going to bats now. Oh, that Ice Spirit? Oh, no. It was so close, guys. It was so close, yet so far away at the same time. Alright, it's going to be a hard game. I have to go Sparky again. We haven't seen a big spell yet, so we might see a switcheroo. We might see him swap lanes. Definitely need to start up big pushes here if I want to win this game. Goblin Giant will kill those pretty easily. I need a Miner on top of that Musketeer. As soon as the Lumberjack is not hitting it, he's going to go Snowball. He's going to probably go in for Ice Spirit soon. Okay, great. Gonna go Bats here. Just cycling here. Can't go in for Sparky because we know he's going to probably go in for a Balloon, and I need to have enough Elixir to deal with that. Going to go for my Minion Horde off to the side. We should be able to kill the Balloon before it gets a hit. It was really scary because I knew I couldn't start a Sparky push, and I really wanted to. I can't go for a Miner on that as much as I want to. Now I have to go for Sparky. There's no way he Balloons into that. He does. Wow, this guy's a mad lad. Now we can tank for that, go for Bats. We should be fine. I don't think that gets a hit. And I should be able to go in for a Miner here. And we might be able to just capture the W. I think he might have overextended. Caught him with his pants down there, boys. I think we got him, Chief. One more hit. One more hit with that Miner. We did not get it. Oh my gosh. I have to keep up the aggression. Bats should be able to kill. We need one more hit, and I think we got him. So that was a really close game, but we do run away with the victory. Thank goodness. Basically, all I had to do was not overextend. If I overextended, I would have lost the game. I can't start Sparkies when I want to. I have to start Sparkies when it's a good time. And started Goblin Giants when I knew he was going to go in for balloon pushes. So then I had that anti-air defense, making sure that we were able to damage down the balloon before it got 2 hits. And I'm very thankful about that one. All right, let's get a 12.
A few moments later.
Hopefully we can get a 12, guys.
Later.
Let's go, guys. Really want that game.
Many months later.
Be cool if we got a game soon, right? Hey, we got a game. Let's go, guys. Hopefully we can assert dominance here. Let's get that 12 win right here, right now. Definitely want to kick off the game with Bats instead of going for a Goblin Gang. If I went for a Goblin Gang, you know, that's probably not the best answer to any of his spam, right? I need to save that. I need to save that in cycle. I'm not going to do anything besides splitting the Goblin Gang now because he didn't do anything to the Bats. Going to go with the 2 because he's probably going to drop something in the lane of the 3. Yep. Spear Goblins here. Zap the Bats. We're going to get more chip damage now. Oh, let's go. That's so much damage. That's what we're talking about, guys. So I'm actually have to let that lock and then go for a Minion Horde. I don't know if he has Snowball or something, so I don't want to lose my entire tower. Which is kind of unfortunate, but it's a lot of damage for him, guys. I'm going to have to go for a Bats around here. So we should be able to finish off the Baby D without any hits. Okay, so we see Fly Machine, we see Baby Dragon. We see cards that are very indicative of a Lava Hound deck. I'm going to go opposite lane of where he might start a Lava Hound. Doesn't do it. Bandit, okay. What else do you have, man? What else do you have cooking for us? Well, those Bats are just going to die to the Goblin Giant now. This is really good for us, I assume. Those Barbarians should die as well. I don't know why those two are like clobbered up next to each other, but that's really good for me. Spear Goblins here. And then I also want to end up going in for a Miner. Tank. Looks like Bats are necessary to finish off that Bandit and then also demand like more of a response. I think I get a couple more hits. I might have been overzealous there, guys. Not gonna lie. Might have been a little bit overzealous there. Left-hand side. Okay, so we're gonna get ready for the bridge spam. He's going to start plopping cards down real fast. I'm going to go Goblin Giant, same lane as where he wants to go. He's going to P.E.K.K.A. Not really scared about that at all. I'm going to go Sparky here. See what else he wants to do. Okay, so that's really good. Really good. Because maybe he goes in for bats on the left-hand side and then I zap them because that's all he has. Okay, not going to zap them anymore. Just going to go Goblin Giant here. I need to zap the bar barrel. Or not the bar barrel. Well, the bar barrel too, but not specifically just that. Kill the barbarians, please. Barbarians are getting a ton of damage. It's scary. He's probably going to end up going in for a baby dragon. I was hoping that I would catch it. Didn't work out. He's going to go bar barrel on us. Miner's getting a ton of damage. Quite scary, though. I need to spam him here. If I have any hope of winning. I have to go in for bats with that. I need to keep up the aggression. Those bats should take him out, guys. Going to go in for miner. Bats are just keeping up the aggression. Keep fueling it. He might go in for a barrel, but we're going to shut it down so then he's not able to go in for a poison on us and just catch the W. So scary. Come on, pull it back, please. No, that barbarian. It did not hit us. It did not hit us. We are still very much in this game. I need one miner hit, guys. I just need one miner hit. That's all I need. And we catch it. 12 win. Let's go. That was such a close game. It was so incredibly clutch, man. I didn't play it perfect, but I did capture that 12-1. Let's get it, guys. Let's get some hype in the chat. Whew. Glad to win that game. A little bit sloppy for the last game, but the other ones were super clean. So let's get right into the chest. Let's see what we got. This deck is so solid, man. This deck is so solid. I love it. Let's see what we can pull from this. I'm hoping that we get some wall breakers. I know they're a trash card, but I'm so ready for the buff, man. I am so ready. I actually can't wait for that card to get good. It's going to be scary if it's good with bridge spam, but yeah, it is one of those cards that I just don't have. It's the only one that I don't have maxed out, so I actually just maxed out my Ram Rider, so I don't need that. Got some witches, so we're not going to get that. We're going to get some legendary, and fortunately we're at least going to get some star points out of this, so everything's getting converted to star points. Nice 12 win there. Let's see what we have. So we have just enough star points to upgrade one card. Let's go upgrade our Sparky, guys. Sparky won us a 12 win. Let's give her some love. Upgrade her star level.